And hello everyone, welcome to Eye on the Tropics. Today we are looking at Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. Let's start with the main threat to the United States currently, Hurricane Delta. Delta currently a Category 4 near the Yucatan Peninsula and Hispaniola. Let's take a look at its track. Now, the key messages for Hurricane Delta that the NHC and NOAA is putting out is extremely dangerous storm surge and hurricane conditions are expected within portions of the northern Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico beginning tonight, and a hurricane warning is in effect for these areas. Heavy rainfalls will be in Mexico, Cuba, and all the way up in the United States from Texas to Florida up to the Tennessee Valley. And there is an increasing likelihood of life-threatening storm surge and dangerous force winds. Louisiana and Mississippi is the main threat currently. Let's take a look at the wind speeds. Now, the wind speeds are expected to be strong from around today night, which is October 6th, to its landfall, but it won't make landfall with that much heavy winds. When it makes landfall tonight towards the Yukon near Cancun, there will be heavy winds though. Now, the arrival time of winds. Like I said, around tonight or tomorrow morning, the heavy winds will be there. And around Friday to Saturday, the winds will arrive near the Gulf Coast of the United States. Now, let's look at the wind history, what has happened so far. Now, right here, you can see you have tropical storm winds, and then you have hurricane force winds right here. Now, so far, it hasn't really made that much strength wind-wise, but it will later. Now, let's look at this interactive map of the cone. Now, as you can see, it's currently right here. Here we have hurricane warnings as the red, and these are hurricane watches. Here we have, again, hurricane watch and then tropical storm warnings. So it is no longer, before it was expected to go, it's supposed to hit this part and then go up toward New Orleans, but now it's supposed to hit Cancun and then make its way up to New Orleans. Now let's take a look here. Just more detailed. As you can see, Cancun right here. You won't pass through the channel, but there will be effects. And then again, you can see that little parts of Texas are in the cone. And then Pensacola, Mobile, Gulfport, New Orleans, Baton Rouge. Basically, the whole Louisiana is in the cone for danger. Now, let's take out the main part, the warning cones. So it is, like I said, currently it is a Category 4 storm. Now, it is expected to turn into Category 5 by tonight, but it won't make landfall as a Category 5. It's expected to make landfall as a Category 2 to 3, as it cannot maintain Category 5 strength for very long. So right here, around 8 a.m. Thursday, it's supposed to lose its Category 5 strength. By Friday, it's supposed to go down to Category 3. And that's really it for Delta. So we'll just be on the lookout this weekend, and we'll be right back in 5 minutes for the Pacific. And welcome back to our Eye on the Tropics update. So now we are looking at the Pacific Ocean. We are going to start with the Eastern Pacific. As you can see, the Eastern Pacific is a bit active currently. We have two named storms and one tropical wave. This tropical wave is expected to form into at least a tropical depression by next week. Now we have Norbert and Mary. Mary was a strong Category 4 hurricane before, but now it is currently a tropical storm. Norbert is new, just formed yesterday. So let's take a look at Mary first. Now, Mary again is going to be very short-lived. It's been since a week since it formed. Like I said before, it was a Category 4 hurricane, but now it is a tropical storm. By Thursday, it is expected to become a center of low pressure. So not too much worry about that one. Now let's take a look at Norbert. Now we have Norbert here. Norbert is, again, not going to be expected to gain strength a lot. If anything, by means of a very weak Category 1 hurricane, but it is supposed to be a tropical storm. As you can see, it's going to be very messy. It's just going to linger here and then drift off that way into a center of low pressure. So on the Pacific, we're not really worried about anything major. But then again, hurricanes, we never know what could happen. But one thing that they are looking at is this tropical wave. Again, not expected to be something yet, but maybe they're saying Category 1 hurricane, possibly just moving up toward the Central Pacific and just stopping here where Mary is. So Hawaii, nothing in threat for Hawaii currently. The only thing is maybe Mary could possibly make its way down there. Other than that, there's nothing else. And that's all we have for Eye on the Tropics update. Please continue to stay safe, and we will keep you updated on Delta, Mary, Norbert, and the potential tropical wave.